हरि ओम् अपीतकुचाम्बा-स्तोत्रम् श्लोका नम्बर् 5 नानाविधैर्नलिनजातलिपिप्रक्लृप्तैः आनीतमूर्च्छमधिकं क्षुभितैर्ज्वराद्यैः आश्वासय क्षणमपीतकुचैकराग्रक्रीडाकनत्कनकहल्लकसौरभेन नानाविधैः नलिनजातलिपिप्रक्लृप्तैः आनीतमूर्च्छम् अधिकं क्षुभितैः ज्वराद्यैः आश्वासय क्षणं हे अपीतकुचे कराग्रक्रीडा कनत्कनकहल्लकसौरभेण. Patilnaka, if you notice from the second shloka, Dikshitar says, for a kshanam, place your padam on my shiras. Third shloka he says, with your kataksham, for a kshanam, shower me with your kataksham. Fourth shloka he says, avirbhava, appear before me for a kshanam. Now in this fifth shloka he says, for a kshanam, ashvasaya, comfort me. Why I am asking to notice this is, just like how when we are sick, we would ask our mother or our father to comfort us by sitting next to us, by patting us, நமக்கு தடவி கொடுத்து இல்லைனா ராமராமா பாடி, to sing something or to press our leg, just their touch on the forehead or just them being present next to us comforts us. So something to comfort us. Just like that, Dikshitar is asking Jaganmata. She is Jagat Janani, right? Janani for the entire Jagat. So he is asking her, for a kshanam, you place your padam on my shiras and things like that. So just like how we will ask our parents, just sit here for a minute, do this, do that, in that fever time, right? Our body is in a different zone, right? It feels a little different. Vala valana vardun kuda nama Tamilla solluvom. Illana anattardu appdin solluvom illaya. In English, if you have to say, they have given it as delirium. So please look it up. So in that condition, now let's see what Dikshitar is asking Devi in this shloka. So Dikshitar calls out to Devi, addresses Devi as, He Apitakuche, Nana Vidhaihi Nalina Jata Lipi Prakliptaihi Anita Murcham Adhikam Kshubhitaihi Jwaradhyaihi. By this Jwara, Adyaihi means etc. When we have fever, we just don't suffer from fever alone. Sometimes other related sickness is also with us. Like sometimes we have headache, cold, cough, we feel like fainting, nausea is there, so many other weakness, body ache, so many other related along with the fever is present in the body, right? So that Jwaradhyaihi refers to Jwara, etc. Kshubhita means vaatti edukardunu Tamilla solluvom. It is, we are getting tossed or the body is very agitated. நான் இப்போ கூட சொன்னேன்ல, வள வளன்னு வருது, அனத்துறது, அதெல்லாம் தான் அந்த க்ஷுபிதாங்கிறது. We are being tossed by this jwara and other things related to the fever, like cough, cold, congestion, headache and things like that. So Dikshitar here is saying that the jwaram, the fever is becoming high, adhikam, and because of this high fever, etc. We should remember that etc. means body ache, cold, cough, other things related to fever. All of this, because of this fever becoming high, it is tossing the body or causing an agitation and leading to what? It is causing me to pass out. Murcha means to faint, to pass out. Now, who has ordained me to go through or to undergo all these different kinds of fever, etc.? Nalina Jata. Nalina Jata means, refers to Brahma. Nalina means lotus. He seated on the lotus, right? So, Nalina Jata means Brahma. It is Brahma who has written these different lipi. Lipi means Talaluthu Tamilla solromla, fate, destiny. He only has written all these different things for me to undergo. He has written a list of things that I need to undergo in this Janma due to my own karma. Whatever karma I have done in the past, due to that, seeing that account, he sits and writes, okay, you have to go through all these different kinds of fever and other related ailments. So it is because of Brahma Lipi that I am suffering from fever and other related ailments that is tossing the body and causing me to faint. அதனால் இப்போ நீ என்ன பண்ணணும்? அம்பாளை கூப்பிட்டு சொல்கிறார், ஹே அப்பீத குச்சே, ஹீஸ் காலிங் அவுட் டு தேவி அண்ட் சேயிங், வாட் ஷுட் யூ டூ? ஆஸ்வாசைய, அதுவும் ஒரு க்ஷணம். He's calling her and saying, for one kshanam you come and ashvasaya, means comfort me, calm me, you be my solace. He's calling her and saying, how should you do that? That also he is saying, how I want it. Karagra krida kanat kanaka hallaka saurabhena ashvasaya. Hey Apita Kuche, how should you ashvasaya, how should you comfort me? With the surabhi or the saurabham that is coming from the lotus that you are holding in your karagra, holding in the agrabhagam of your hand. Apitakuchamba is holding a lotus, tamarai, in her hand, and it is very fragrant. Saurabham, surabhi means it's very fragrant. அந்த வாசனை இருக்கு இல்லையா, அந்த வாசனையால் என்ன நீ அப்படி வருடி விடுவியாம், அந்த தாமரை எடுத்து அப்படி வருடுவியாம், எனக்கு உடம்பு சரியாக போயிடும் அப்படிங்கிறார் அவர். So Dikshitar is saying, comfort me with that lotus in your hand, with that very fragrant lotus that you are holding. Wave it on me or touch and feel and comfort me with that lotus. And how is Devi holding that lotus? Krida kanat kanaka. Devi is holding a very prakashamaya. Kanaka means golden. She is holding a prakashamaya golden lotus and she is holding it playfully. So Devi is jolly holding a golden prakashamaya lotus in her hand. So I am suffering here. So with that lotus that is very fragrant, that is prakashamaya and golden, and that too you are holding it jolly, very playfully. So with that you can ashvasaya, you can comfort me for a moment. One kshanam only I am asking. So this Brahma lipi of mine that has been designed by Brahma, that I have to undergo all these ailments, and because of this high fever, it is causing me to faint, pass out. So, hey Apita Kuche, for a kshanam, you comfort me with that lotus that is prakashamaya and golden and very fragrant, that you are holding in your hand playfully. With that, you comfort me. தமிழில் கிடுகிடுன்னு சொல்லலாம். இந்த பிரம்மானவர் என்னோட தலையெழுத்தை டிசைனாக எழுதி வச்சுருக்கார். இந்த ஜுரத்தினால நான் பீடிக்கப்பட்டு இந்த உடம்பை போட்டு வாட்டுறது, சரியா? அதனால் என்ன ஆகுது, எனக்கு மூர்ச்சையே வரா மாதிரி இருக்குது, அவ்வளோ அதிகமாக இருக்குது இந்த ஜுரமும் அதோட தாக்கமும். அதனால் நீ என்ன பண்ணணும்? ஹே அப்பீத்த குச்சே, ஒரு க்ஷணம் உன் கையில் நீ விளையாட்டா ஒரு வாசனமிக்க பிரகாசமயமான கனக தாமரையை வச்சுருக்கியே, அதால் என்ன வருடி விடுமா அப்படின்னு கேட்குறார். அதால் என்ன ஆஸ்வாசப்படுத்துமா அப்படின்னு கேட்குறார். This is the meaning of the shloka. So when doing this shloka, especially researching about this shloka, I was curious to know why Devi is holding Padmam in her hand. Apitakuchamba is holding a Padmam in her hand. In finding that reason, I was also curious to know why lotus flower has so much significance. But first, Apitakuchamba is holding a lotus in her hand. We have already seen this in the introduction also, the story, so I will not go into that. We know that Parvati Devi came down to Kanchi Kshetra to do tapas. So she did puja for Shiva by plucking lotus flowers from Manasarovar. Where did Manasarovar come in Kanchi Kshetram? To that question, we have to understand that wherever Devi goes, Punyatirtham will follow her. So wherever Devi is, there is Manasarovar. So from that, she used to pluck these lotus pushpam and do puja to Shivalingam. So when she went from Kanchi, she brought Padmam along with her to Arunachala Kshetram. When she was directed to go to meet Gautama Rishi, she carried this lotus with her. So that is how Devi is holding this Padmam in this Kshetram, Arunachala Kshetram. So I think I have told. Apra mukyama, in this shloka we saw Nalina Jata Lipi. Brahma Lipi we saw, right? When I saw that, I remembered a shloka from Shivananda Lahari also, shloka number 15. That also we'll see in this audio itself. I'll be very quick. उपेक्षा नो चेत् किं न हरसि भवध्यानविमुखां दुराशा भूयिष्ठां विधिलिपिमशक्तो यदि भवान् शिरस्तद्वैधात्रं न खलु सुवृत्तं पशुपते कथं वा निर्यत्नं करनखमुखेनैव लुलितम्. This shloka is very appropriate to Apitakuchamba stotram because the story is also coming in this. The conversation between Vishnu and Brahma we have seen in the introduction, right? That is also mentioned in this shloka. Adi Shankaracharya wrote Shivananda Lahari. Here he says, Upeksha no chet kim na harasi bhavat dhyana vimukham durasha bhuyishtham vidhi lipim ashaktaha yedi bhavan shiraha tad vaidhatram na nakhalu suvrittam pashupate katham va niryatnam kara nakha mukhe naiva lulitam. Shankara is calling out to Shiva, hey Pashupate, can you not change the Brahma Lipi? தலையெழுத்த உன்னால மாற்ற முடியாதா என்ன அப்படின்னு கேட்குறாரு சங்கரர். Can you not change the Brahma Lipi, the fate? I don't want to protect this bhakta. If you don't have such a thought that I don't want to protect this bhakta, then can you not change my Brahma Lipi? Shankara is asking. In general Vyavahara also, in day-to-day life, when we talk, we say, right, if you don't have such a thought that you should not teach me, then can you not teach me? That means you are capable of teaching. So if you don't have such a thought that I don't want to teach this person, are you not capable of teaching? That is the question here. So if Shiva doesn't have the thought that I don't want to protect this bhakta, he doesn't have such a thought, then is he not capable of changing the Brahma Lipi for that bhakta? And further Shankara says, how am I? Shankara says means he is asking for us only. When we say this shloka, we have to think that we are the author saying the shloka. So Shankara is asking for us only, for people like us. So how am I as a bhakta? Bhavad dhyana vimukham durasha bhuyishtham. I'm not a great bhakta also. I am not doing proper puja, proper dhyanam. And I am filled with bad thoughts. Durasha bhuyishtham. I am along with a lot of thevellada ennam, unwanted thoughts. So bhavadhyana vimukham naka adlend paramukhama irukken. Adula onnum periya ஈடுபாடோட நான் ஒன்னும் தியானம் பண்ணல. அது மட்டும் இல்லாம தேவையில்லாத எண்ணத்தோடையும் இருக்கேன். அப்படி இருந்தா கூட, even though I am like this, such a bhakta that I am, hey Pashupate, you cannot say I am ashaktaha. I am incapable of changing this vidhi lipi of my bhakta. You cannot say that. Why? The next two lines, Shankara is explaining why Pashupati cannot say that he cannot change the lipi. Why Shiva cannot say that? Because it was Shiva who effortlessly plucked. I cannot think of a better word. He is the one who took Brahma's fifth head off. தமிழ்ல ஐந்தாவது தலையை கொய்தார் அப்படின்னு சொல்றோம் இல்லையா? So it was Shiva who plucked the fifth head of Brahma. We've seen this story in the introduction also. It's the conversation between Brahma and Vishnu about who is the highest. Shiva comes as a big column of Jyoti, a pillar of Jyoti, enveloping or spreading from the Akasha to the Patala Loka, and how Brahma goes with his Amsa Pakshi to find the Adi, and Vishnu takes the Varaha avatar and goes until the Patala Loka to find the Antam. We have seen this, and how Brahma comes back and he doesn't tell the truth. He, along with Ketaki flower, he lies that he saw the Adi, and so Shiva, knowing this, plucked off his fifth head. That is what is being quoted here in the third and fourth padam of Shivananda Lahari, 15th shloka. He says that அந்த பிரம்மாவோட தலையே நீ தான் கொய்த, அப்போ உன்னால என் துர்லிப்பியை மாற்ற முடியாது, என் தலையெழுத்தை மாற்ற முடியாதா என்ன? அப்படி அதனால நீ என்னால முடியாதுப்பா அப்படின்னு நீ சொல்ல முடியாது. You are the one who took off his fifth head with your nakha agrabhagam. Not even the full nakha power you used. Effortlessly you the killi erinjutta. You plucked and threw it off. So if you are able to do that, then you cannot come and say I am ashaktaha, I am incapable of changing the lipi. You cannot say that. So you can do it. So you are capable of changing the Brahma Lipi. Abdina Shankara is saying in that shloka. Similarly, here also Appaya Dikshitar in Apitakuchamba-5, shloka 5, he is saying Brahma has written according to my karma. He is writing design, you go through this, you suffer this. Oh, Brahma is writing that I have to go through different things and all these ailments I'm having. But what you can do, Devi, you can with that lotus in your hand, you can make it go away and comfort me. Change that lipi. That is what basically, so I felt like I forgot to quote this. So I wanted to say this. And another important from that story, what is the takeaway? That the conversation between Brahma and Vishnu as to who is the highest, what can we take away from that story is, whatever karyam we do, we have to do yatha shakti. We say, right, yatha shakti parayanam karishye. We say all that yatha shakti word, right? We have to give our best. And when we give our best, there should be a honesty. There should be an integrity in that. Like Vishnu, using our buddhi in the right way. Whatever resources we have, whatever indriyas are the resources, we have to use them in the right way and give our best. On the other hand, however intelligent, using our buddhi in crooked ways or joining with people with crooked mind to attain success will only result in adhogati, like Brahma. That is why Shiva says Vishnu will have temples everywhere in the Bhuloka, while Brahma will not have any temples. That is the consequence. So, edo Purana Katha, we are listening to a lot of Purana Katha, but what is the takeaway means? We have to do our best. Yatha Shakti, how much ever our Shakti is, we should give our best in the right way. We should employ our Indriyas, Buddhi, Manas, everything to give our best. That is the takeaway. So, I wanted to mention this. About the significance of Padmam, we will see it in a separate audio. Ram Ram Ram.